Greetings and salutations. This is Imperator Vespasian, Antitrusty Sidekick. Sorry, I forgot who I was there for a second. I had a momentary lapse of concentration. Late Roman Cavalry we are bringing you today from Gripping Beast. Popped along to Gripping Beast and had a look at all the stuff they had for the late Roman period. And we have some of this infantry knocking around, haven't we?
Yep.
Which you're doing at the moment. And we decided we'd get some cavalry to go with them. We also have the heavy cavalry at the back there, which I'm very much looking forward to doing. So these are late Roman cavalrymen, and they're so look at the back of the box. Look, there's some men painted up. Right, so we have awesome cavalry bases. Thank you very much, Gripping Beast. I love your bases. It saves me from having to cut some. And do we have a command sprue, or do we just have...
Just cavalry.
Just cavalry, okay. Okay, so that's actually going to be quite easy. So the horses.
Standard.
Yeah, you see, you know your late Roman horses? They're boring. They just have a tiny pelt to sit on and that's it. Your early Imperial Roman and your late Republican, like Marian Roman, have great stuff all over the horse. The horse is just covered in gubbins, and they're great because of the way the Romans fought. The Romans had a funny saddle with sort of knobs around it, and you held onto the knob and hung off the side of the horse to attack people. And it was really cool. These guys, they'd started using stirrups, so they became rubbish and boring, which is a terrible shame, really. It's very sad. So these are late Roman horses, the boringest type of horse you could get, really. Even Napoleonic horses have better saddles. And I don't like Napoleonic horses. So, on to the figures. And we'll go with the heads first, shall we? I like those helmets. You have quite a collection of mixed helmets there. Not looking very uniform.
No, they're not, are they?
No, there's a reason for that. You see, as Rome began to fall apart, when Rome came into the end bits, it let people decide what they wanted, instead of giving orders from high command. And soldiers were sort of, well, I don't want to wear segmentator armour because it's heavy. I just want to wear maybe a bit of chainmail, some cloth, it's fine, because I'm not fighting much, so... And I don't like this pointy sword either. I want a lightweight sword I can carry. And, I just carry a really light spear. And I don't want to carry anything else because I'm lazy. And we'll get a cart.
Yeah.
We'll get a cart to carry everything, which only moves 4 miles an hour. So Roman armies suddenly started moving at 4 miles an hour instead of 20 miles an hour, which they used to do. And when they came to battle, they just got hacked to death because they were wearing padded armour and leather because they'd become pathetic and worthless. God, late Romans are so depressing. It just shows you what happens if you let people decide. You just let people, get all democratic and say, soldiers, what do you want to wear to battle? And they say, I'll just wear a jacket and maybe some nice shoes, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, just awful. They're not wearing much. Normally, what I would say is underneath here, they have awesome chain mail. These guys didn't. The light cavalry didn't carry any mail at all. So they just turned up to battle in their nice, very pretty looking little jacket with sewing bits. It's very nice. It looks nice. It's very nice. They look very nice, yes. And then they died, and they had it coming because the Visigoths didn't have time for any of that messing about. They were actually in it for the long term. So this the standard jackets. It looks like they fit together quite well. You can make them into spearmen or bowmen, it looks like.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Half and half?
Yeah.
And they look quite good, wouldn't they?
Judging by the shields as well, half and half.
Yeah, well, we've got the butler, which is, I would assume, for the men carrying a...
Spears.
No, that would be for...
Javelin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd have thought, look, see, I'd say the butler was for bowmen. But you're right. He's wearing a butler, isn't he? Oh, that's confusing, isn't it? You only get 3 butlers as well. So I'd go butler for bow.
3 normal guys.
And shield for...
everything else.
Yeah. That's even if they bothered taking a shield into battle, because they're heavy. And you have to store them somewhere, and it gets in the way. And late Romans are very lazy. and they didn't really want to carry a shield because it was heavy and it might rain, you know, and they'd have to carry it and be wet. They won't like it. So I have a very low opinion of late Romans. Yeah, so that's
not evil to do up either. Quite simple.
No, you think, well, you're the ones who are putting these together, so I suppose you know what you're looking for now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're becoming an expert in them. A nice scabbarded sword. Romans typically would have the sword on one side, to one side. Let's have a look. It'd be the left-hand side, because even though it's the right-hand side, you draw your sword with the right hand because you fight with your right hand and your left hand has a shield in it. I think by this stage the Romans didn't actually do that. The swords were longer, and so they drew the sword across their chest. Because the sword was longer, it was harder to get out of the scabbard if you had it in your right hand. So the sword would be on the opposite side. But that's just do what you like. No one cares. And then we've got the bows and the arrows, which look exactly like the ones from the Dark Age range.
Yeah.
They are the Dark Age ones, aren't they? Just replicated. So I wonder if their arms are interchangeable. No, they've got traces on them, so no. What do you think?
Not bad.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They got the sandals right. They went in for wearing sandals. Again, if you're a cavalryman who's going to fight on horseback, you want heavy shoes, heavy boots, or proper saddle. These guys, nah. You can see they've got a little bit of the old pointy bits that go on the edge of the saddle. Sorry, I nearly dropped it then. I did drop it. No, there we go. And it should be on the back. Let's have a look. There we go. We have them on the back. These, if you can see it properly, these are not high enough to be a proper Roman saddle. Proper Roman saddles had quite large bits on. These, you can't hold these. All this will do is sort of give you a place to sit on the horse. So you will move around on the horse, right? So it's but you can't hang off the side of the horse and hold on to one of these pummels. Pummels, that's what it's called, a pummel. Because they're just not high enough. And late Roman saddles that we've excavated, they're not even that high. They're very low, and it's because they're not doing a lot of really heavy riding. These guys are police more than anything else. So, anything to add?
They're useless.
All late Romans are useless, to be honest. I think they had one great general, and I think he was murdered by his own side. He actually defeated the invading armies, and they went, "You're great, let's kill you, because we don't want efficient people who are good at the job, because we're late Romans and we don't believe in being efficient." Yeah, at least the Eastern Roman Empire survived, with a blind emperor, who fought in battle, by the way. He had his eyes poked out. These guys, these filthy people here, they actually didn't want him to be emperor, so they attacked Constantinople and they cut his eyes out.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, and they said, you can't be emperor now, because in the rules of the empire, you weren't allowed to be emperor if you had no eyes. So they strapped him to a horse and he rode around waving a mace around, hitting people, and said, "See, he's not blind, he's fine, look, he's riding around his horse." It may even have killed some people who weren't Roman. I don't know, it could have happened. And he became emperor when he wasn't supposed to, and he actually saved the Eastern Roman Empire, creating the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which is the same empire, basically, just carried on. Whereas in the West, these guys, they just got overrun by the Franks and massacred. Useless. Depressing, isn't it?
That's it.
It is. It's just, I'm sad now. I'm sad because I'm thinking about late Romans. Not Eastern Romans, they're awesome. Eastern Romans, they're the chaps at the back there. That's more the sort of gear that Eastern Romans are packing. Western Romans, bunch of pansies. I'm done. I'm going to go and lay down now. Right.
If you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the late Roman light cavalry. I already know his opinion. That's everything from
The
me.
figures are great though. I like the figures. The figures are good. And if you're doing late Romans, if you want to get a Visigoth army and slaughter Romans for fun, then do it because that's what we're doing. And I'm really looking forward to massacring Romans because these guys just have it coming. Because, you know, the late Romans.
So I'm playing late Roman, I take it then?
Yeah, I'm playing Roman. Actually, the way my luck goes, whenever you play Roman, you bet me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Check our link below. There will be a link to our eBay page, and we have all sorts of stuff on our eBay page. And we have stuff like this on, and we have the infantry for these on there. So if you have a look.
Not yet.
Well, there will be when the video goes up.
You say that.
Yeah, because I'm filming like 2 days in advance. So theoretically we will have them on. But the infantry we did for these are great. And these look like they're very much like the infantry. The infantry are absolutely brilliant. So I would show you an infantry. Can you grab an infantryman really quick? On there.
No, they're not done.
Yes, no, there are some done on there. I know, I painted them.
One bowman.
No, we got, but I thought we had more than that.
It's your one bowman.
Right, there you go. That's what these guys look like. They look great. That's the thing. They look great, but they're late Roman. They're rubbish, but they look really good. This is part of the. There's a late Roman infantry box, and it has bowmen and spearmen in it. It has a mixture of everything, and these guys are just great. And I love the colours and everything, and the patterns on the uniforms. They just look really good. They're good. And these are going to look great as well. It's just they're late Roman. No, actually, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like late Ottoman Turks. In their awesome uniforms with the big hats and everything, the Janissaries. They look great. The Russians march over them every time. So they look good. They look good, but completely useless at doing anything. Right, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Imperator Vespasian.
And it's Trusty Psychic.
And it's Trusty Psychic. It's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from him.
Goodbye.